You're damn right I'm doing the whole trilogy. Story mode. But first... I've seen a lot of sci-fi. I've never seen this before. Or since. So, just to be clear, Cortez time travelled into the past and turned into a Russian woman. Timesplitters. First up, level 1, 1990 Siberia. By the way, they gave the levels better names. Time and place, instead of time and where the hell am I going? I think this level might be my favourite, possibly because it combines several things I see as improvements over the original. And of course it's the first time I experienced them because it's the first level. That probably helped. Cutscenes! We get actual story and setup.
Nikolai! Shh, shh, shh. We shouldn't be in the research center without security clearance. I'm telling you, I heard gunshots. They'll kill us if they find out. Come on, coward.
Proper sniping. Okay, the manual aim is still pants, but you're not instantly swarmed by pesky ground level enemies while trying to line up your shot. Well, unless you alert them, of course, but that's your problem. Stealth! Yeah, as long as you don't get spotted and you're in an area where the enemy isn't auto-alerted to your presence, that still happens a lot, you can sneak through some areas quite a way without getting into an intense shootout. The temporal uplink serves as an in-game motion detector. Think aliens, without the annoying beeping. There are now security cameras and auto turrets in places. You can find the control panels and turn the cameras off, or just shoot out the lens. And because the game has a more complicated story now, similarly the things you have to do are more complicated in the level. I mean, you still have to find important item and escape the level, but there are other things you have to do on top of that now as well. And you will have to check what your objectives are, because I haven't played this game in a long time and I didn't check what they were. I got near the end of level 1 and got stuck. Took me a while to think to check the objective screen. Knock out communications. Okay, so how do I do that? It doesn't really tell me. Nope, not that. I don't even know where that disc is. Not in here. Not in here. Not in here. Ugh. Wait a minute. There it is. I remember now. This actually got me the first time I played it back in the day as well. And like the first game, there are 3 difficulty settings per level. Normal always results in more enemies and a more complicated objective screen, if not an extended level layout as well.
No foreign bodies detected. Releasing lockdown.
Level 2, 1932, Chicago. Mobsters and gang bosses. Again, you can stealth the beginning of the level. Again, don't forget to check the mission screen, otherwise you'll miss the whiskey barrels. Yes, I had to go back to the beginning again! There's a bit of an escort mission here, which thankfully doesn't last long. Your informant gives you a membership card to enter the club, unless you're playing on normal or higher, in which case you get given explosives to blow open a safe instead. Gotta give them credit for ticking all the boxes. They're making full use out of each level's theme. Level 3, Notre Dame. A replacement for the haunted house theme in my opinion, which bummed me out at first because I quite like the haunted house, though I grew to like this after a while. And you will also quickly remember how to make headshots. Or die a lot. Dark Souls this may look like, Dark Souls it ain't. This demon boss goes down like a bitch. Unless you're not playing on easy, then a bunch of zombies keep teleporting in to ruin your evening out. Level 4, Return to Planet X. Your visit here in the first game was a chaotic affair. Lots of teleporting enemies. Well, there are here too. Except instead of instantly appearing and shooting you in the bloody face, enemies this time have to wait to finish beaming in before they can take action. Add to that, there are 2 alien types who hate each other more than you. Sprinkle in some turret sequences and you'll be having a blast in no time. Level 5, Neo Tokyo. A sudden change in pace. You have to tail someone to their gang's hideout, all the while avoiding being seen by cameras and police cars. Get spotted and you may as well restart the level, there's no other way into the base. Then you have to access the base's cameras to watch the gang member punch in the access code through the inner door. And because of these 2 stealth-based roadblocks, this is a surprisingly easy level to fail, even on easy. I remember having some serious trouble with this one back in the day. Level 6, the Wild West. Shootouts on every street, and it even comes complete with a jailbreak using gunpowder. What's not to love? Level 7, the Atom Smasher. So it turns out Detective Tipper has been promoted to International Super Spy. The Atom Smasher level is noteworthy for two reasons. One, there's a number of bombs that have to be defused before they blow the whole complex and yourself to pieces. And two, on normal or higher, the number of enemy ambushes in this level is staggering. Expect every cargo container to open and unleash bullet swarms at you, because they probably will. Level 8, Aztec Ruins. Initially, like the Haunted House, I dislike losing the Egypt level. I like Egyptian themes. That changed when I started playing through the ruins. The crossbow combat, the walking trees that have to be burned. Not only do I like the changed theme, I like the descent into the temple itself, complete with stone golems and mischievous monkeys. Though the column puzzle on normal or higher can slow you down. Level 9, the Robot Factory. Surprisingly, I find it a bit hard to talk about this level. It's a cool location, but nothing too fancy. Lots of robots to shoot, and the bosses in this game are not exactly highlights. You just shoot them until their health bar reaches 0. But this boss is particularly underwhelming given its imposing size. Level 10, the Space Station. Lots of Timesplitters. Not only do they teleport in, but others will simply decloak and take a shot at you before vanishing again. And this level does a reverse Atom Smasher. Instead of having to stop the self-destruct sequence, you have to actually start it near the beginning of the level. And on normal or higher difficulties, you barely have enough time to make it out.
Self-destruct in 30 seconds. 20 seconds.
After you've finished with story mode, there's challenge mode. Now these levels are, as in the first game, deliberately built to be hard. Even so, they are easier to earn some sort of award than the first game. The first game just gave you a single milestone and said, "Haha, beat that then, haha." This one actually grades you bronze, silver, gold awards. Just don't expect to top the timesheet on the first attempt. And then there's Arcade League and Arcade Custom. The leagues are a cross between multiplayer matches and challenge mode, which rewards extra stuff. The lowest of the 3 leagues you'll breeze through. The middle one is where you might start to fail some of these levels a few times. Most of the game's arcade modes are actually unlocked here. There's 45 of them in total, so there's plenty here to have a go at. Arcade Custom, which is basically the same minus the challenges, and you can set them up however you want according to what other content you've unlocked so far. And at this point through my playthrough, if I'm being honest, I was kind of done. Now, I'm not saying Arcade Custom is bad, it's definitely not. It's just that after playing so many league matches to unlock stuff, again 45 of them to be exact, I'm kind of spent. And there are no less than 16 game modes that you can play. The standard modes, Deathmatch, Team Deathmatch, Capture the Bag, Bag Tag, they're all included. Then there are the nifty ones like Zones and Assault. They're kind of like Battlefield's Conquest and Rush modes, and they're more interesting. And then there are the annoying ones like Vampire, Regeneration, Leech, and the worst offender of all, Virus. One player starts as infected, touching an infected infects you, last one infected wins. It's shit. A virus matches typically last less than a minute. I mean, you can't argue they didn't try to give us variety, but this? And of course, no discussion about Timesplitters can be complete without the map maker, which makes a welcome return. And as before, you do need a little thought and imagination to make a decent map. There are more individual tiles than before, though weirdly there are fewer tile themes to choose from. In addition to being able to make new arcade levels, the map maker now allows the creation of story levels. Yeah, which is exciting until you realise they're limited not only by the memory capacity of a 25-year-old memory card system, but also the 10 enemy limit. So yeah, you're not going to be able to create anything like the pre-crafted story levels that come bundled with the game, but it is still welcome. You can still do something a bit smaller and, if you use your imagination, a bit special. Some odd game modes aside though, this is a big improvement over the original. The whole game is better thought out. An actual story is included, even cutscenes. The game's charm is still present, and its characters feel more rounded and complete as a result of all this. The levels themselves feel like they have personality rather than just being places to shoot at. The combat is still fast, but it is turned down a fraction while keeping a certain weighty feeling to it. Some weapons and areas are geared towards stealth, which makes a refreshing change. And apart from the beginning of Neo Tokyo, of course, stealth is not mandatory, so feel free, most of the time, to go in guns blazing. It's what the game does best. With more unlockables than ever before, it's very easy to get overwhelmed by it all, and it can get irritating with so much of the content locked behind various challenges, inside various modes, behind other challenges. The only thing that would have made this better would have been online play. Even just peer-to-peer would have been fine. But, for a ported PS2 game, that was never going to happen. I know that. It's just a shame. I can dream! And yes, I know, some people prefer the original. That's fine, you can like something other than what I like, you are allowed. That'll do for this video though. What did you think of it? Leave a like or dislike down below. What did you think of Timesplitters 2? Do you think it's better than the original? Leave a comment down below. And for those of you who can't get enough of my dulcet tones, you can always subscribe, ring the bell for notification, that's a separate thing. Or if you want to inflict my irritating persona on someone else, you can share instead. See you next time.